Hey y'all, I'm giving everybody time to get in here. Plus, I need to make me some coffee. Yeah. Hey y'all, I'm not supposed to do this up now. Hold on. Y'all don't be talking to me the first time. You might need to turn that heat down just a little bit. Sorry, y'all. I got a lot going on right now. I'm trying to make my coffee and I can't time it. I still ain't got it yet. It'll start going and then stop. It's crazy. Hey, hey, Toya. I ain't seen you in a minute. Hello, everybody. Y'all, can I just talk to y'all? Let me go get my coffee. Let me get my coffee, because, baby, listen here. All right, family. Sorry about that. I had to make my coffee real quick. Hello. Good evening. Good Saturday. Right. It is Saturday. It is. Hey, y'all. Y'all see this slash? I'm going to keep on messing with it till I take it out. Hey, everybody. Michael, everybody. I love when you start the live and go, because you remind me of Granny when she has to get herself together. Hilarious. I am a granny, and I do be having to get myself together. Come on in. Let me go on and put my stuff on. Let me go on and take these rollers out my hair and stuff. I am a whole grandma, so it fits. Are y'all about to get in trouble? Absolutely not. Actually, I'm concerned. Y'all, I'm going to do something with this. It's always going to be like this because I sleep like this and I'm always messing with the right side of my face. Anyway, moving on. Family. I don't want to put nobody on alert or nothing, but can I tell y'all something? I'm super concerned about all the things that are happening right now. Do y'all know that? For real. I ain't even going to hold you. I was not trying to do that. I was trying to do this. All jokes aside, family. There's more people talking about what God has been telling us for a while. Y'all see it? Dad, I need this to stay. You just got off the phone telling your son. Right. Cause you was just on TikTok, right? Me too. And that's what has me concerned. Cause we get the news before the news get the news. We already knew it was gonna be some mess, didn't we? Didn't we already know it was gonna be some mess? We knew already, right? Plus, before we even start hearing from the TikTok people, God told us what was up. He's been telling us the whole rip what's going on, right? And I'm grateful for that. But it's still very concerning. It's just still very concerning. I want y'all to know that. And I'm praying for everybody. Like, I just text my kids in the group chat. I hope everybody get it if I'm not blocked or whatever's going on. And we need to be praying and whatnot. That's why I called a family meeting with my kids and things getting crazy. Girl, like, it's really been 3 years. That's what I'm going to say. Hey, Tracy. It's really been 3 years, y'all. It really has. Because all of the things that we were talking about, all of the things that we've been studying, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it's concerning. It's like, dang, Dad, we really live in everything that we laughed and cackled about and, kind of made light of. It's really happening. The fact, did y'all see they got to call the National Guard out? From the 4th through the 7th? Did we talk about those dates? Did we? Did we talk about November 4th through the 7th, November 4th through the 8th? Did we? A long time ago. Not just right now. Probably in like July, August. We was talking about it. We talked about October being crazy, and we talked about November not being any better. Sometimes it's scary when the things that God tell you happen so quickly. It is. And not a feel for scary. It's just like, I didn't know it was going to happen that fast. I thought we had more time. But this is where my sense of urgency has always come from, because I didn't feel like we had a lot of it. And this is why God had me ask y'all to learn how to color and do things in your yard, in your home. He kept telling us that it might not be safe to go out of our houses because of the chaos that could possibly be on the streets. And we are facing that door right now. All because of one person. Do you know where bloodlust comes from? Can anybody tell me the definition of bloodlust? Can you please? You tell me the definition of bloodlust, please. This is gonna really get to me. I promise y'all. Maybe if I just push this one up, I won't have to worry about it. Because when I go to sleep, I'm not when I lay down, I'm gonna hit this slash every time. A desire for bloodshed. Why would someone have a desire for bloodshed and an uncontrollable desire to unalive somebody? Do you think there's somebody, or to maim others? Do you think that there's somebody in our presidential race right now that acts like they have bloodlust? To disembody things. Interesting. Do it seem like it to y'all? Huh? Do it. We know because the Bible say out of the heart the mouth speak, and he said, I want to be and be. He talking about firing squads. Can I ask a question? When we watched a movie about the old times, was there a firing squad in there? Well, I don't think he's that, but he's definitely on the team of it. Who remembers me telling y'all about my experience one of the last times that I flew? Well, back in 2012 when I flew. When they signed us up in zones, I said, this looked like a firing squad stick. It's just silver. But it got zone on it. And how they had everybody lining up, I was like, I don't like this. This don't feel right to me. This don't feel good to me. I don't like it. That depends on what it is. This is the thing. People forget that there is a time for everything. Don't forget that. If you can avoid it, avoid it. But you also have to understand that there's a time to die, a time to live, a time to cry, a time to be happy, a time to put your foot so far up a person's tail that they gonna be tasting your foot for weeks. It's a time for everything. It is. Mm-hmm. You ain't doing the same thing at a funeral that you're doing at a birth and a wedding. It's a time and a place for everything. And what people need to understand is this. Most times, the person that's always starting the trouble, once everything gets going on, they somehow slip out the back door. That's what I'm going to say. What y'all think about that? Most times, the person that's always going in between people and keeping the stuff going, when whatever it is transpires or happens, that person seems to never really be in the midst of the chaos that they helped to create. Because what people don't realize is this. It would be different if this man was going to get out with these people that's about to put their lives and familyhood on the line and everything else to do these silly things. It would be different if he was walking in front of them, but he's not going to do that. He's going to sit back behind his desk and watch these people give their lives away, and he's going to laugh. He ain't coming to visit you in jail if you do something stupid. You pledged your allegiance to a man instead of God, and you're going to be calling on God to help you at the end. Hey, Pumpkin. And that's what these people ain't realizing, because he's a man. But you're going to have to see God. And if you spill innocent blood in meaning, or in saying this person ain't did nothing to you, baby, all I'm going to say is it's above my pay grade, honey. You're going to have to go on up a couple levels, because I don't even know what to say for you. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Always egging on and running away when the music face listen. And that's why I don't do messy people, baby. This is why y'all need cut. If I get to getting too much reports, you can't sit up in front of somebody that you know I don't mess with and come back and tell me what they said more than one time. You get one time to come back and tell me something that you was sitting in the presence of somebody you absolutely know I don't mess with, and you can tell me a 15-minute conversation about me, right? That you and this person had once. You won't get to have another conversation with me. Because if I'm your friend, they ain't even going to get to 5 minutes. You're not probably going to get to 3, because hold on, let me call them, and then you can tell me whatever you want to say. We can talk about it right now. How you repeating a whole 15 and 30-minute conversation, baby, and you ain't thumped them in the mouth and said, hold on, let's call her. Baby, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I'm telling you I don't. That just confirmed that I knew I wasn't tripping. We had to block somebody. Uh-oh. In real life. I don't play that. No. Because I'm wondering how you sit up and you love me so much and you let them say all of this crazy stuff and you didn't get no fire in your stomach or nothing. You didn't get no turned up face, no stomach, nothing. You just sit there listening with a straight face. Interesting. And now you over here sitting in my face telling me about the conversation you had with a person I don't mess with about me for about 15 minutes. Right. Okay, well, that's interesting. I'm happy to know they feel that way. You ain't got nothing to say? That's just why I don't fool with people. And that's it. What you about to do? Because I'm about to go. Okay, I was just trying to... Oh, okay. Blocked. Instantly blocked. No, thank you. I will not listen to someone saying something bad about someone. Right. Especially when... Okay, this is my thing. It takes me a long time to get tired of people. Can y'all tell? Who can tell that, especially if this internet is something different, but you should be able to tell here that it takes me a while, because people be in here. I mean, I'm not talking about the people that come in there purposely, but it's people that I then told me they didn't got blocked and they back. And I probably knew it. I just probably like, long as they cool, I'm cool. Because I'm not on all of that. Right? I'm not. So if I take you out of my life, it's because you didn't re-offend it a few times. You hear what I'm saying? Especially if I've had a personal interaction with you. You don't just get thrown out the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you learning me. You don't know me that well, but I'm going to tell you everything I like. So that way, if I know you do it, and then you keep doing it, oh, you said you didn't want to be my friend. That's all you have to say. You have to say no more. Yep, they playing both sides. I'm good. I'm blocked. I'm trying to tell you. That's how people get unalived. That keeps up craziness. And so people be like, I can talk to whoever. I quit talking to my own mama. because I introduced her to somebody. Me and the person fell out, and the person was using my page, like my mama page, to look at my page. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like when my mom would tag me and stuff and different things like that. So I blocked my mama too. Solution, we got one. Blocked her too. She said, I can't see none of your stuff. Oh, I know. I know. Well, I was trying to see. Problem solved. But I'm not about to do this. Argue with you. I'm not about to argue with you about a part. I done told you what it is, and you still going, oh, okay, so that means you don't want to see my stuff either. Now, I'm not about to argue. I blocked my whole line of, listen, ditto, kiddo. Everybody. Daddy, mama, cousin, sister, brother, nephew, nieces, friend of a friend, husband of the cousin. Baby, I'm blocking everybody I think I seen you in a picture with. I don't want no parts of it. If y'all can't tell, for the most part, I live a pretty peaceful life. And I've always tried to. I keep clear of crazy. I wish y'all was that upset about black people being killed. Salutation 080. What about all of the black folks that's been killed, like the lady in Illinois? See, if y'all put that same energy towards humans that y'all do animals, the world will be a better place. You know who Marcellus is, the old dude that they just let go, and then they just kept the white man. What about that? Let's talk about some real issues, not no damn animals. Oh, so you're an idiot. I don't care. What you need to worry about is why these little young white boys is about to be out, about to throw their life away. How about you go talk them out of that? How about you do that? The 17 to 24-year-olds, your nephews and stuff, how about you go talk to them and tell them don't throw their life away this weekend? That's what you need to be talking about, not no animals or MS-13. You need to be talking about the real terrorists. It's been proven who they are, the school shooters. The crooked police officers that think we in a video game. That's who I want you to go talk to. Don't put it here. You need to reverse them things and go talk to the real terrorists, not the ones you trying to make up as terrorists. We've seen the proven ones. And they hide behind sheets like you hiding behind that letter E. I think, we think, we all think it was a good idea. But I can't say it in this one. Thank you. Y'all like my ghost costume? What you not gonna do? Thank you. Oh, shoot. They better leave me alone. Listen. You said my wife cut out them sheets. Listen. See if we do another thing for you. Listen here. Going on now. Going on. Thank you, Mr. Avery. I'm trying to tell you. You listen. What you not going, and they proving it right every single time. Is they not every time somebody? So you're voting for? Yes. Yes, I am. always have a mullet, so let's get that together. So, what do you think about such and such imposing tariffs? Well, I think he should do it. Yeah, those other countries over there, they want to send their products over here. I think he should do it. So, do you know that you're going to have to pay the cost of the tariffs? No, that's not right. No, yes, it is. You're going to eat the cost of the tariffs. Excuse me, sir, do you know what a tariff is? Well, no, not really, but I think he should still do them. Those other countries don't need to be bringing nothing over here without us having a tariff on them. Well, do you realize that your Dear John truck is going to go up from $15,000 to $38,000? What? Well, no, why would it do that? Well, because a tariff makes it more expensive for you, the customer. Might want to study international commerce. The hell? Crazy too. Just say yes to any damn thing. Goodness gracious. Where is my hair tie? They do. Because they don't even be knowing what the hell they talking about. They be... Jesus. So if you complaining about groceries, you really about to be complaining about groceries. And what you gonna think happen if people are acting crazy and destroying property and all of this stuff? You're just about to make it hard for everybody for no reason. Listen. Why y'all about to make it hard for everybody? Just because you didn't get your way? Can I say this? Please. Please, can I say this? Amazon. Can I say this, please? I'm going to say this as kindly as I can. All these little kids and these people that's about to be riding around in trucks with flags and all of this stuff, I have a question to the white mothers. Did you whoop your kids? Because do you know we was more scared of our mamas than we was scared of the police, the principal, or anybody else? A bully. And I'm being honest. I'm trying to figure it out, because how is it that the most likely group of people to hurt others that they don't know is young white males? They don't get their way, so can't nobody live? A woman reject you, so you walk into an office and unalive everybody? What the hell y'all feeding these kids? And why have y'all not put the fear of God in them? We was more scared of our parents than we was the police. I'm telling you, that's what kept us out of trouble. Not that we didn't do it, nigga. I talk crazy to the police officer who I'm not gonna talk crazy to and let them get their hands on me. Mr. Officer, can you put me in your car, please? Because if you don't, I might not be alive if she gets to me. Mr. Officer, can you arrest me right now, please? Because if she gets to me, nigga, it's a wrap. How are they not scared of y'all? How? Even the hood niggas be scared of their mama. The nigga that'll drop down on you in a minute be scared of his mama. I'm trying to tell you. The nigga that'll lay a nigga down in a minute, baby, be scared of his mama, grandma, somebody. He got an auntie, an uncle, a cousin, or somebody. And you know how you know? Because when they come visit him at the police station, tears start to drop. And whatever he wasn't going to say, all she got to do is look him in his eyes and say, you better tell the truth. You better tell the truth. I don't care. I don't care. You better tell the truth. And baby, them tears going to start to drop. They going to drop their head and they going to start running their mouth. They gonna spill it all. Nah, Mr. Officer, you know what? I gotta tell you the truth. So my question to the white mothers, y'all don't love y'all babies? Because there's no guarantee your baby gonna make it home either. It's no guarantee that they gonna have the upper hand because these YNs ain't scared. And they might not do nothing when you do nothing to one. And they might not do nothing when you do something to two. But let it hit any of this social media that it's been a wreck, I would be nervous. Because they not scared. Do you hear me? So I'm going to ask y'all white mamas, y'all don't love y'all babies? You will encourage them to go out and potentially lose their life because there's y'all not the only one with guns now. Y'all not the only one that's been training their kids and all of these other things. Y'all are not the only ones. And there are laws in place that apply to all of us. So my question again to the white mamas is, y'all don't love y'all babies? Y'all really gonna let their daddies and uncles or whoever it is fill their head up with this mess of what happened when your baby don't come home? Because you encourage this foolishness. What happens when your baby don't come home? Not walking and talking. You'll see them again, but it might not be the situation you thought it was going to be. And my question to y'all is it worth it to have that much hate in your heart that you lose your own child? That you want to see somebody else wiped off the earth, that it be your baby? What if God does a miracle like he did for the Israelites, and as soon as these people get ready to raise their hand or their rifle or whatever it is to somebody that don't even know them, what if God allows like their hearts to stop like he did back in the day? Whole groups of people, 10,000 people, 100,000 soldiers just dropped at one time because he let an angel of stroke go over the whole group that was doing the wrong thing. Then what? Because God is still a miracle worker. You don't know what God is going to do. Talk to your babies. If you know they're hanging out with a group of people and they're planning on doing something crazy, you might save your own self some tears. Because the tears you want somebody else to cry, you just might be the one crying. And that's a real thing. You cannot wish pain and hurt on a person that ain't did nothing to you and think you gonna live and sleep peacefully. You won't. God ain't gonna allow it. Count up the cost. Don't just be doing stuff because it sounds good. I'm telling you. Because people don't realize the only power you have is the power God give you. That's it. Made me think about Revelation. People gonna rise against true Jews, and God is gonna protect us. I'm trying to tell you, this is why people, they gotta be careful, because we didn't read about the amazing stories of how God sent angels to protect people and the things that He did. We read it. Did we not read all of that? We didn't read too many stories where He sent angels and they thought that the people didn't have nobody, and He said, look up to the hills. It's a whole army of people. Like, you gotta think. It's a lot of these YNs, they grandmas taught them to pray. They great granny, they big mama, they auntie who was the sanctified lady. If nothing else, they taught them to pray. In real life. I know plenty of thugs, baby, that'll pray with any pastor that come up their way. They'll pray with them. You hear me? They ain't strangers to no prayer. And God hears sinners' prayers as well as the other people's prayers. So you gotta be careful wishing to hurt somebody because of something that is so, it's like you about to throw your life away for a cause that ain't even real. So to my peach color cousins, I need y'all to talk to y'all people. And if you know for a fact that you have a nephew or niece or somebody that is planning on being on some crazy stuff in the next week, like, their parent could be crying the tears. And that's a real thing. And I don't think people are really thinking about that, about how crazy this really is. They think they're doing God's work. That's the problem. But they working for the little G. I'm trying to tell you. They say dig 2 holes when you're looking for trouble. Okay. This part. And we just read a story. Somebody lost like 3 family members in a day, didn't they? Oh, girl. It was that when they took John the Baptist's head, didn't she she lost her sight. That's what it was. And something else. And was tormented in her mind. You don't know what is going to happen. Do not be encouraging no violence, no craziness, no nothing. Don't. But you ain't got to back down from it either. You have a right to protect yourself. You have a right to protect your children. If you ain't messing with nobody, you got a right to protect yourself. And the police be taking forever. So there's that. So it's crazy. This is my thing. To hear this, you cannot tell me that this is not concerning. Yes, son. It's nuts.
Donald Trump will go into a narcissistic rage. He's probably already in one right now. His cult reflects his pathology, and so he will try to burn it all down. He will try to destroy America. His pathology means he sees either things as all good or all bad. And after this, second consecutive loss, he's going to be, his malignancy will take over. He's going to inflict as much pain on this country as he can by activating his cult, by weaponizing his cult, by claiming the election is stolen, by driving a wedge further and further between his cult members and the rest of America. And so, the only real question is like, how bad does it get? I mean, to me, it's just going to be this ongoing Trumpist kind of like domestic violence campaign. I've been saying for a long time, for years actually, that he's a tribal warlord. That's what he is. He's a cult leader that
Why are so many people saying that they know for a fact that whatever it is that he is getting ready to do is going to tear up America either way? Whether he gets in the presidency and runs it in the ground, or if he don't and he starts some type of civil unrest. Why are all of these people? It's people that's been stone cold MAGA whole time, wasn't looking no other way. That's like, wait a minute, what? They seeing the stuff he doing on the stage? Because people understand that, whoa, you calling for a B&B. I don't want my son hurt. I don't want my husband hurt. Because a B&B, it can go both ways. So why would you put your supporters, your followers in harm's way, sir? What these wives gonna do if they husbands and they sons don't make it home? Is you about to come pay their bills while you are encouraging this craziness? How many of these people are you gonna pay their bail so they can get back out and try to restore their life after you about to help them throw it away? We already see what you do for funerals. You ain't feeling it. So all of these people that are willing to sacrifice their lives for you, and you ain't worried about none of how the mama's gonna cry, the daddy's gonna cry, the grandpa's gonna cry, the auntie's gonna cry. Because I know it's not only gonna be one type of people dropping. If there is a BB, that means everybody going. And I don't even think they can understand what that means. You're not gonna see your wife no more. You're not gonna see your kids no more. You're not gonna see your dog and your big Tonka truck and all of that if you're not here. So then what happens to your family? Do you hear me? This is not okay, y'all. And this is serious. This man could flick a switch. He's already told them one day. He don't care if it's 1 hour. Do whatever you want. These are things that subconsciously or whatever he's been putting out, and they're ready to throw their lives away. Grandmas is not going to see their grandbabies no more. Wives are not going to see their husbands. Like, I really hope to my peach colored cousins that y'all are talking to y'all families about how serious this is. If this is an issue in your family, you ain't got to say yes or no, but you know the issue I'm talking about. Would you miss your nieces and nephews, or your nephews and your brother if they go out and try to be on some crazy stuff and then they don't come home? Would it have been worth it? When they create a civil unrest. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Lauren. Exactly. But I'm just saying, like, everybody's family is going to be at risk. It ain't just going to be a certain group of people. Because you got to think, if people are already on high alert, and they might not be there together, but they're not going to. Do you see what I'm saying? This could potentially. The fact that they got to call the armed guards in is something. The fact that the police are telling their families to be careful and this is going to happen and that is going to happen, This is serious. And now that made it to the news, to like MSNBC and all of that stuff or whatever. So it's not little. This is not a little thing. Do y'all hear me? You told your girls to stay inside the house because why do you keep typing the same thing over and over? Huh? I saw you typed it the first time. You gotta ask yourself that question, and the people you know. I guess I don't know. And why you typing it in all caps? Are you yelling at me? Because if so, why you so hostile? We chilling, and you typing in all caps repetitively. You ain't got nothing else better to do. Don't you got a live you could go like battle or something in? Like do some wacky stuff so people can give you some pennies instead of typing and being weird over here. Because we ain't talking about you. Listen, the crazies is out, honey. And they are out in full swing. It must be a shortage of certain kind of meds because the crazies is out. So with that, be mindful that the crazies is out. And they just, you just gotta, you hear me? Uh-huh. The crazies is out. I'm about to go find me something sweet. Matter of fact, I don't gotta find nothing. Got to the grocery store, got me a little cheesecake. So I'm gonna eat that, like the chunky girl that I am. And I am gonna relax because I just need these next few days to be calm. I was gonna say, I normally don't do this, but I won't call it if from 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, if you can, from 7 o'clock tomorrow in the morning to 4, from 7 in the morning to 4 in the evening, if you could abstain from just eating, kind of like a juice fast or a liquid fast, but we ain't necessarily gonna call it a fast because I know folks get spooked out. But if you could abstain from eating from 7 in the morning tomorrow to 4 in the evening, and we just gonna touch and agree that God is gonna hear our prayer of protection. And even though we know it's not gonna be necessarily just peace, um, what? Can you have some what? Oh, you're talking about cheesecake. Listen, y'all. Okay, are y'all listening? This is serious. From 7 in the morning, like if you're up, 7 in the morning, wherever you at, because everybody ain't on the same time, but 7 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, just no food. If you got to drink, coffee, water, whatever, just no food from 7 to 4. If y'all can do that, and we gonna touch and agree for protection. Okay, God's will be done, that He give us direction and strategy, and that all of us be okay and our babies be okay, that type thing. Okay? Can y'all do that with me? So we not gonna eat nothing until after 4. You drink, your smoothies or sodas or whatever you're gonna do. We just gonna go without no food for right now. Can we do that? Because we need to pray for the protection of strangers. And even the people that plan on setting out and hurting people, we got to ask God for their protection too. It don't feel good to do it, but we don't want nobody to lose their babies or their husband or their wife or their mama or their cousin, because it ain't just going to be a certain people. Do you hear me? And it's not fair that people should have to lose their flesh and blood for one person that ain't going to lose nobody. I don't care if you're white, black, Spanish, whatever, Asian. Shouldn't nobody have to lose their babies, their mama, their husband, their life because of one person? On either side, it doesn't matter. So we not only praying for the safety of the people that they intend on hurting. God, He said pray for those that plan on using you or hurting you. Pray for them too. And we got to do that because they still got mamas and cousins and stuff that might not even know that they in no mess. You hear me? So from just 7 in the morning to 4, if y'all can, and just be praying for our nation, y'all, as a whole. Be praying for our nation as a whole. So y'all with me? Can we do that? We just asking from 7 in the morning to 4. You can have water or juice or whatever you're gonna do, just no food. Now, if you got sugar or something like that and you got to adjust for that, then do that. I don't want nobody getting sick. If you got medications or whatever, that's something different. But if you don't, I don't want nobody getting sick or nothing. I ain't going to, So, if you don't have any issues, yeah, we praying for our nation because our nation is sick and needs help. And the leaders are not leading, and they leading us into a very dark place. So, okay, we gonna come together, 7 to 4, and just be asking God to protect our nation, man, to protect and to just intercede. Cause goodness gracious, it's crazy right now. It's real crazy. This is really crazy. It is. That we even living in this time is crazy. So, excuse me, 7 to 4, we just gone. Yeah, cause it's crazy. This is unreal, honestly. It's just, I don't know. So, 7 to 4. Just if you're gonna do a juice fast or whatever you're gonna do, that's fine. But just no solid food from 7 to 4 tomorrow, and we gonna ask God to be with us as we just kind of get in His face about what our next steps need to be, cause it's getting serious. Okay. Thank you. I love y'all, cause this is real. This is like not a game. The people is in the building. They here. Are you serious? I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't even know. I didn't. I didn't know. So there we go. All right. Well, there y'all go. I didn't even know. You said I didn't know we was on gonna catch the rewatch. It wasn't too much. Love you too, Pumpkin. That's crazy though. Yeah. I just seen some stuff that's going on and it's like that. The next 5 days could be very, very crazy for our nation. And that's scary. And we all got babies and brothers and cousins and family, it's scary on both sides. So I love y'all.